Welcome back to a quick episode of Research Design Build. So I've got a 2012 Jeep Wrangler JK two-door. It's a sport edition. I needed to remove the center console here so that I could get to the parking brake. Similar issue with parking brake lever going all the way up and not engaging the rear brakes, even with the rear brakes adjusted. A couple problems I ran into that I didn't find solutions for online. Shifter knob pulled off with a good tug, it came off no problem. The transfer case selector, no matter how hard I pulled, this was not coming off. Tried a whole bunch of different methods, looked at a bunch of different YouTube videos. I ended up cutting it off. And after cutting it off, I noticed that the top bit here was quite corroded. This have actually wiped down from where it was before, but it was probably never going to come off. So cutting it off and prying it off worked, and luckily replacements are relatively inexpensive. Now to get the center console off, everybody's got it right in that you've got four T30 Torx bits, one here, and then mirrored on the other side here, and just on the other side of the transfer case shifter there. And then with that removed, I still had the 12-volt outlet in the center console, and everybody said that was a plug underneath the seat, and they were referring to like this big plug here. This plug was only for the seats and just for the airbags and that sort of thing. The right here, this guy right here, is actually the plug for the 12-volt sort of cigarette lighter 12-volt plug that's in the center console. So this was tucked underneath this carpet with a grommet that came through here that I need to pop off. Then I could pull the carpet up and then get to that plug. But I couldn't do that with the seat in place, so I removed the seat to be able to trace the wiring back to be able to get to that guy there. So that was one piece that I've never seen in any of the other YouTube videos. Going back to what I did for the shifter, so everybody kind of understands the clock spring and this other spring keeping tension on that, and then this guy slowly wandering forwards and not returning back, which basically means your park brake, when you start pulling it, there's no engagement until you get to the top. So in order to keep this pulled back, what I've done is put a spring. I've just zip tied it here and then gone back to this guy here, and this keeps this pulled all the way back, even when the parking brake is released, to keep that tension and get the starting point of engagement for the shifter to be able, or for the emergency brake handle to be where it's starting to engage sort of right away. The good thing, or the nice thing that I like about this solution, is that when you want to pull it all the way back so that you can get the center console back in, all you do is push this all the way forward, right? Stretch out this spring. That does basically the opposite of what you're trying to do with the spring. You can pull the handle all the way up like it is now. You can get your center console in, and as soon as you release the brake, it is going to keep, the spring is going to keep this back in its tight position. And then you don't have to worry about that. You'll have, the next time you go to operate it, you won't be able to pull it up all the way, and you'll get proper engagement. Hope this helps, but yeah, a few tips that I didn't see in other videos.